Don't worry, Arsenal will win the title.
Amen. From your lips to God's ears.
When there's only 10 in the league.
I knew you were good.
I know. I said amen to the first part, and I've captured it.
When there's only 10 in the league.
I know that part is up to this.
God doesn't listen to biased prayer.
No, this is not biased prayer. You've said
it's
it.
Not biased.
God doesn't. It's biased.
You said it from your heart, so it's gone.
It's not from my heart.
The second part.
Do you know my heart towards Arsenal?
We all know. We all know.
Okay, what you go do? Just on the off
What
chance.
I go do?
What you go do fast?
It's not possible now.
No, if we
No, but it's not possible.
Hypothetically, then.
But no, how do you imagine what can never happen?
No, that's why it's hypothetical.
No, but seriously, can your hair ever go back to being black?
It can if I die.
It's not possible.
It's possible I could die.
No, that's forced. No, but that's forced. That's forced. It's forced. That's why I said which is why I said, Kylie, that Arsenal will only win the league when there's only 10 teams in the Premier League.
But it's not possible for that to be 10
exactly.
teams. Yes.
So it's impossible for your hair to be black.
So it can be because I can dye it.
Well, we can reduce it to 10.
No,
yes, we can.
That's why it's more possible for me to dye my hair than for the league to.
Now for Arsenal to win the league, Abby.
What you could say is
that's what you're going to say just now.
Yes.
That's what you're going to say just now.
I was going to say it's more possible for me to dye my hair than the league to be reduced to 10. So I'm just waiting to.
If Arsenal don't win the league, on the off chance that they do it, they do it.
Yes.
But wait, Arsenal will win the league. Can you put up money on it?
Who is putting money?
Who's putting money? Well, you and me.
It's okay. It's calling you out.
I'm calling you out.
Okay.
Arsenal will never win the league. Arsenal will never win the league. Arsenal will never win.
How much? Okay, how much can you afford?
$100.
Only.
Yes.
Let's start.
For your team. That's cheap now. For your team. Anything from $1,000 is. Anything from $1,000.
$100 is almost $150 now.
Only. That's 1,000. Let's do 1,000.
You see, yesterday when you asked me, am I going to? And I said yes. You see, I was not saying 150 is plenty. You know
exactly. No.
Let's do 1,000.
You do 1,000. Let me tell you something. I'm saying this categorically. Wait, if they did $1,000, I ask how many. We don't see Charles again. We don't see until September. Charles, right? You don't come. This Charlie, he go to do virtual. He go dodge. I put my hand on my chest.
I don't need to be here to pay her. I don't need to be here to pay her $1,000 now. I don't need to be here to pay her $1,000.
Whatever.
I don't need to be here now.
$1,000 indeed. Now, Barack, say you guy you crazy. You are better at Chine's school fees.
Arsenal wins the league. I dance Kokoma at the Awolowo Road Junction.
No,
at what time?
No.
Follow up. Let's make it follow up.
Okay, follow more roundabout.
What are you wearing?
Follow more roundabouts. I can wear anything.
Anything he likes. But that's if we're going to video it. No, it's the fact that he's dancing. We'll play the music and we'll video it and put it on social media. How about that? Fine.
And if they don't, what do you do?
Hey, wait till
Yeah, right. Yeah, right. I take Dodgem. I say 1,000.
No, she said $100.
No, it's too small for me.
Well, it's too small for
It's too small for me.
1,000 is too big for me.
Well, there's no. Sorry, there's nothing I can do about that.
Artful Dodger.
Let's bet big money. Big money. We're talking about the team with the best defense and best attack.
Yes.
So she can afford it.
But she's not paid by the team.
Ask Arteta to bring money. Arteta get money.
I follow. That's my specs. Best defense and best attack. But moving on. Come on, this one. Wake up, boys. Wake up.
All I can do is just stare at the camera and say,
I don't know why you're such a dirty human being.
Wake up, people. Wake up. Let's do the show. Wake up.
It's Friday.
It's Friday. And you know our producer is listening. Wake up. Yes,
Don't sleep.
Don't sleep.
Somebody told us to give out a ticket today for a stage play taking place on Sunday.
Okay.
At the Muson Center. One ticket.
One ticket?
Yeah.
What's the show?
One ticket for a couple.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's 2 tickets then?
No, 1 ticket now. That admits 2.
Okay, fair enough. It must be a couple.
Yeah, I know it goes school well.
Yeah.
Well,
But it's
is
shooting.
the couple specified? Is it male, female, or male, male?
That doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. We don't care how you come.
Well, we don't care how you roll. We don't care how you dress.
Just dress.
Anyhow. So how are we going to give out that? What's the...
Use the caller now. Use the caller. Our first caller who says it.
Why are you marginalizing? How about those on social media?
Because you have to ask a question, and they always make it seem like, oh, you didn't ask. Or you can say, person who says, I want it first on WhatsApp. Or
So-
Twitter. Let's say X. Let's use X.
And how about phone?
No, let's use X. We've not used X. We've not given anything else to X for a long time. So anybody that says, I want it on X.
You want what?
Want the ticket.
Okay, you have to be specific. Man has a lot of wants, man. Amen. Yeah.
Okay. To satisfy our listeners, especially I can't remember his name. Why are you sniggering now?
Language. Language.
No, what is wrong with using the word satisfy? What is wrong with satisfy as a language?
Nothing is wrong.
No,
You just came out wrong.
Where's your mind?
No, exactly.
I don't understand.
Exactly.
Eagle has carried our mind to that.
No, where did
And
it
from
me?
there, Eagle has
Let's speak
bring
for
it.
yourself. You carried your mind.
Exactly.
Now, wow. Okay. Joining us now via telephone is the head of the Women's Football League and the person of Nkechi, who's been here on the show before. Good morning, Nkechi. How are you today? Hello. What's happening? Okay. Bad connection. Oh, jeez.
Oh dear.
What's happening now? Anyway, we'll try and
Get back to
get her back on the line.
They're talking
You
about funny headlines. I was listening to newspaper review this
Customer you
morning.
are calling.
Yeah, go ahead.
And they said Festus Karen said he's going to, and this is what the minister said, he's going to come at Dana Airlines very hard. And I thought to myself, yeah.
Man.
Exactly. And I thought to myself, right on, minister.
Hello, good morning.
Can you hear me?
Yes, we can hear you loud and clear now.
Okay, because I sent you a message with another number that is just network here, but network in this area.
Too clear.
If you just sort of, you can call the other number. That's the best line. So good morning once again. It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, Nkechi, good to always have you on Sports Zone. Our listeners, have been clamoring for the inclusion of news coming from the Women's Football League, and we thought, well, today being a Friday, let's try and satisfy some of our listeners. So let's begin by asking, what the situation is now with the Women's Football League. How much have we progressed? Yeah.
Okay, so here's what's been happening. We just completed the Premiership, 16 clubs. We started in November. Took a break for the Christmas holidays. Then we continued to the first end of the first half of the season. Took another short break and then resumed. But we finished, all matches were completed. It should have been Wednesday, but there was the venue for one of the matches was being used for an official function in the state. So we had to move that match and another match that would impact on the final result to Thursday. It was all completed yesterday. So we completed that. We have the 6 teams that will play the Super 6. We're preparing for the Super 6. Hopefully next week we'll be able to give the venue, and it'll be we're looking at between May 15th and May 26th. to host the Super Six, and that will now conclude the Premiership and produce a winner that will register for the WAFU's Zone B qualifiers for the Women's Champions League, CAF Women's Champions League. Then, after a short break, we will play the Championship League, that's the second tier. And then we're still in conversations to know whether nationwide clubs will be merged with the Championship, so we have only one second tier, and then start the state league that we had said will become the grassroots league, so that it would encompass far more clubs. The thing is that people don't realize that at grassroots level there are a lot of girls playing football. I was privileged to attend a function last Saturday, a small tournament last Saturday. Incredible the number of 14, 15, 16-year-olds that were playing at different places. Some came from Osun State, and it was 8 teams, small 5-a-side. So when you consider that meant there were about 60, between 60 and 70, about 80 girls that were there, and that's just one tournament that's even on the radar. So, and all of this going on, some states have held 8 competitions already involving 5, 6, 7, 8 teams. So at the grassroots level, we know there are a lot of people playing. So the state league for us, played much later in the year, is going to be, the platform for clubs in the close season to scout around and see how they can replace, they can get sign on new players and all. So it's the end of one part, which hopefully before the end of May will conclude, and then from June we start the second part. That's what we did.
All right. We can confirm that the teams that have qualified for the Super Six are Nasarawa Amazons, Confluence Queens, Heartland Queens, Rivers Angels, Edo Queens, and Bayelsa Queens. Correct?
Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Nasarawa, Confluence, Bayelsa, Rivers, Edo, and who is Abia Angels. Yes. Those 6 have qualified. Then Sunshine Queens from Ondo going down. The same thing with
Royal Queens.
Royal Queens going down, yeah.
Okay, concerns were raised, about what the girls, or rather what the teams are playing for at the end of the season, outside of qualifying for the CAF Women's Champions League. What do they get for competing in the NWFL?
Okay, so here's the thing. The Super Six is where we award prize money for winners. So the winner of the Super Six, the runner-up, and the third place do get prize money. They always have gotten. And then this time around, we believe that there should be something compensatory for the other teams that show up there. So there will be compensation consolation prizes for more like participation. So it's the top 6 for now. Hopefully, this first season done in the life of this book and being able to show that we can, organize this without rancor. There wasn't that much. I think there was only one major complaint, 1 or 2 major complaints, which meant that at least we were able to organize some kind of a team season. Not even the last day where so many things were at stake. Did we have the usual struggle at all costs to get into something? It was, more or less pretty peaceful on the last day. And there were matches that you might have thought would create some kind of rancor, because there were up to about 4 different clubs that could have qualified, particularly for the third place. Robo Queens went out just on goal difference. They had the same number of points as Bayelsa, but went out and Bayelsa lost. Despite the fact that all of that was on Robo Kings won, Bayelsa lost, but it was in an atmosphere that was devoid of controversy. Nobody has come up to say they saw this or this happening. So we have to actually say to ourselves that, well, we're talking to people out there who are saying, let's wait and see.
Okay, Nkechi, just because we don't have too much time, what's the prize money for the eventual winner of the Super 6?
Okay, the prize money for the eventual winner for the Super 6 is 5 million.
How much?
5 to 10 million.
5 million?
Sorry?
5 million?
I can't hear you.
Did you say the eventual winner gets 5 million?
Yes, I'm trying to confirm that for you. But
okay.
If you just give me like 30 seconds, I will be able to confirm that for you. I'm just opening up something. Yes.
Anyway, it's good to know that.
Yes, it's about the total prize money. There you go. The winner is 10 million.
10 million.
And the second runner-up is 3 million.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. That's not bad at all. It's not bad at all.
We're trying.
Yeah, you did try.
We're trying.
Okay.
And then we have participation. So the remaining 3 clubs get ₦1 million each.
I'd like to ask about some of the challenges. When you came here the first time, you spoke about the way you wanted to do things for this season Football League. From what you said then to this point, what were the challenges you faced this season in the NWFL?
The biggest challenge has been money. This league played in a terrible, we all know what the economic situation is. Usual suspects that might have come on board as sponsors. And so a lot of them, I'm sure even your industry is affected in terms of advertising revenue and what have you. A lot of them just sat on their hands and decided that they didn't have the money to spend. But it's beginning to look a little bit better in terms of not the usual suspects now, the development agencies and all. I said, okay, you've done this, so let's see if we can support. So there is some belief that next season and some light at the end of the tunnel that next season we'll have some key sponsors. But the biggest challenge was funding. So we had to look inwards to be able to speak out. And it was very challenging, to put it mildly. A lot of things we wanted to do, we couldn't do. Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Nkechi. We had to drag you out of your comfort zone this morning, but it was worth it. Thank you so much.
No problem. I hope people will talk about us a bit more going forward. I will completely get my 2 penny in, and hope that you will talk about us a bit more next season. The Women's League does deserve a bit more coverage, but social media wise, it was a good outing for us.
Yeah, we will.
Very well done. This is Shagwagwede. You're doing very well, and we promise next season much more coverage.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you very much.
All right, thanks for coming on this morning. All right, God bless. Thank you so much.
What do you mean? How dare he?
Has no respect.
That's a supporter.
What supporter? Like what's that?
It's okay.
How dare he?
Do you find that repulsive?
I should suspend him for at least 5 games.
No, please tell me what's wrong with it.
It's wrong on every front. Number one, it's wrong in the rules. It's in the rule book that you don't do things like that, and he still did it. Why?
Which rule book?
The rule of Iranian football is there. Why will he hug?
It's a dirty rule, my friend. It's a dirty rule. It's a very, very dirty.
No, it's not a dirty rule.
The
rules and culture of a people guides them, And that's what the people said.
What is wrong in hugging?
It's in the rule books. I'm not the one that created the rule books. It's the people that created the rule books.
This Islamic states, public contact.
Yes.
But this is not PDA, no?
It's PDA.
That's
That's PDA.
They're strangers.
No, how do you know?
She's a supporter.
It's not supposed to touch
And she's excited.
It's not supposed to.
The story didn't say that she's married.
He also touch a single person.
You're not supposed to. Exactly.
You can't just be fondling a single person like that.
You can hug a man as...
He didn't touch her. He didn't touch. It wasn't.
I thought the report was just too mild. No, it was fondling her. Why?
It
Who
was
gave him that right?
So
suspend him and fine him.
Say that's what he would have done in that situation.
To suspend him and fine him for at least 5 matches and 3 months' wages.
Unfortunately, that's the
Yes.
one has to be very careful on stuff. That's a tradition. You understand?
How dare he?
You don't go when you're in those parts of the world. You don't go hugging women.
Yes.
You don't do that. But for me, there's absolutely nothing wrong with it. You understand? But in their tradition, you just don't. You get my point.
But if you were there, you do something like that.
I wouldn't. I go all this Qatar. I remember there was time 2018. I went to where's this place now? Dubai. Yes,
Dubai.
my sister was 50, so we had went to go and market with her and all that. And I went with my missus and then Mrs. We went to take pictures somewhere. Holding hand, wanted to take picture. At least my wife, and they said we should
Space.
move.
Let there be some lacuna in between the two
let
of
there be
you.
some daylight.
Yes.
Guy, how?
Let breeze pass through two of
one
them.
of the biggest. There's a no. That was not sorry. We went from Dubai to Abu Dhabi. So in Abu Dhabi, they're much more conservative than Dubai. Abu Dhabi, there's this massive.
So now you understand how dare he? How dare
to be
he?
honest, I can understand their thinking.
Yes.
To me, there's nothing wrong. But this is me. They said we should, couldn't as in.
You're watching too many Premier League football. That's his problem.
No, it's.
He thinks he's in the Premier League or this area.
What are they saying?
Isn't that hypocrisy?
No. There are rules and regulations. Yes.
Do you understand?
No.
We're not in Iran. We're in Nigeria.
Some Iranians listening to you, and they're waiting. And they're waiting on those who.
And those also wait in cars for you. They wait in cars.
No, but those people, do they not hug in Nigeria?
Drones.
Your law,
Don't they hug in
no,
Nigeria?
But the law here doesn't ban it.
We
law here
don't
doesn't
mind
ban
now.
it.
We don't mind. We are very.
You don't mind being promiscuous?
No. In Nigeria here, the law is not against it. But there, the law is against. Yes.
That's the law of the
land. And the law of the competition says don't do that with fans. Maybe you're just giving a fist bump or something, or just smile and wave, boys. Smile and wave.
Smile and wave. If our religious, what happened to that? Sets the one young girl that their religious police killed. What she didn't cover her hair, and based on that they bundled the girl. And the girl died in custody. That thing set off some serious
chain reaction,
riots and all that kind of thing because she didn't cover her hair. Her hair was exposed, whether deliberately or otherwise. Maybe it was a mistake or whatever. Everybody gets. I've met some Iranian. I met them in Brazil when we played them. Lovely people, but I don't know this religious thing. Ayatollah kind things. That's the way they roll.
You gotta be careful.
So Charles, don't go to
what do you mean by so Charles? I have no plans of going to Iran.
You have to call somebody's name.
I have no plans of going to Iran.
The Ayatollah secret police, the person going on and all is Charles Anazodo. I can give his clinic so when you're addressing your drone.
I remember a friend of mine had to go to Dubai once with his girlfriend, yeah? And because they planned to stay together, they had to apply for their visas as a married couple.
So why they no Kukuma marry? Or was the guy married?
I found that really strange.
Even in Saudi Arabia, it's the same.
And when they got to the hotel, according to him, they asked them for proof of marriage.
Yes. Even in Saudi Arabia, if you're going for Hajj, you have to prove. If you're going with your wife, you have to prove she's your wife. They won't allow you just go carry anybody.
Because carry anybody and just for free. You have to enter town.
Oh man.
No.
Nobody wants to give cow they drink.
What do human beings get up to? Kind of laws that we make. Meanwhile, we don't feel obey ordinary 10 commandments. But we can make laws for ourselves.
The 10 Commandments, I think that they're uniform everywhere.
And I don't mean ordinary as in ordinary. You know what I mean?
Everywhere. The 10 Commandments are uniform everywhere.
Yeah, so why can't we obey those rules?
We obey it now.
Yeah, who says? Is it you that also obey?
Do you obey it?
I obey
yes. Because of my ability.
I obey it. I know still.
You don't like.
What you mean says you don't like during Ramadan, but on the 31st day, or the first day after the 30th day.
Oh man,
I don't commit adultery. I don't
you don't commit, but you know about the call it's lusting after your neighbor's wife.
I don't do it either.
You don't even in the Bible, you know. I don't know about the Quran, but the Bible.
No, the 10 Commandments are the same thing.
Okay, everywhere.
Even your thoughts.
Exactly.
You're just
looking, say
just looking at his socket and thinking, wow.
I don't. I always move gently, JJ.
It's always focused.
Yes. You don't see me greeting anybody. Yes. Not greeting anybody. I don't want problems. Can we read
so you haven't looked at anybody and thought,
no.
Nice.
No.
Only God can read my attention.
Liar.
Only God can read my attention.
February they wear dark glasses out the office.
Only God can read my attention. No.
Liar.
I haven't seen any. I don't even know. I don't even know if there are girls in. Are there girls in the office?
Wow.
Everybody is just my friend.
Oh yes, sir. Do you hug them?
No.
You always see the corridor indulge in serious conversation with PYTs, pretty young things.
We'll have a break. Just for us. That break comes with adverts. But
we have a few seconds before the break. You know?
Somebody, okay. I've said this one about Coyote. Can't read this in 10 seconds.
No, we need a break. Now we need a break.
If you want to be a part of us, first off, follow us across all social media pages at Lagos Talks 913 is our handle. And of course, kindly like, share, subscribe, and make sure you're a part of the Lagos Talks family.